Guys, what's up? It's Jean here from One Down, Jean Up. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I wanted to give you my 15,000 mile review on Old Bon, on my Bonneville T120 Black. Today, I'm gonna tell you 3 things that I absolutely love about this bike, and 3 things that I wish I could change, or maybe I don't love so much anymore. Stick around to the very end to find out some big news about Old Bon. It's starting to rain. Number 1 about what I really love about this bike. It has been a great introduction into motorcycle touring. This bike is a do-it-all machine. It's great for going around town, but it's also great for some really long trips. I've traveled pretty far on this bike, multiple states away, and come back every time still in love with this motorcycle. And I think a lot of that has to do with your riding position and your seating position. The seat on this bike is the most comfortable motorcycle seat that I have ever sat on in my entire life. It's so cushy, but it's not too cushy. It's like just the right amount of firm and cush. And it's just the stock seat that came with the Bonneville when I purchased it. The handlebars where they're at, it's just really comfortable for me personally. I find that I gravitate to this more standard riding style. And then I have, again, this big old seat to just move back and forth on to adjust my riding position. I love where the foot pegs are. They're just below me and maybe even a hair in front, so I do have kind of a nice angle in my leg, but where it's not tucked back behind in like a sportier position. Number 2, style. I love the style of this motorcycle. It's very classic, retro, cafe racer. I love that it's all blacked out. I think it's such a cool looking, bad bike. The amount of times I've gotten compliments on the way that this motorcycle looks from motorcycle and non-motorcycle people is a lot. And you know, we as motorcyclists love to hear about how cool our bikes are. Personally, I don't think there's many bikes out there that look better than this motorcycle. Number 3 about what I love about this bike is the engine. This has the 1200 engine in it, and I have to say, every time I make a shift, I'm confident that it's gonna take. I've never, I don't think ever, in 15,000 miles had a false shift on this bike. It's just easy to ride. I'm not a very mechanically inclined person, so getting into motorcycles, I was a little bit worried about what shifting would look like and you know, taking care of the engine, all that stuff. I never once have worried about that when I'm riding the Bonneville. The gears are really long, so I find that I can kind of stay in one gear for a while before I have to shift up or down to the next one. The power is really responsive. I know that when I twist the throttle, I'm gonna go, but I'm also not gonna fly off the back of the machine. So it's a really nice balance of having all of that power down here, but I'm not afraid that I'm gonna get myself in trouble or get in trouble with the law. I've spent a lot of time in the saddle on this bike, and I've grown to love a lot of stuff about it, but there are 3 main things that I would like to change. The first thing that I would like to change about this motorcycle is actually to increase the seat height. It's really confidence inspiring to have a bike that does have such a low seat height because I can come to a stop, put both feet down with a bend in my leg, and then carry on as normal. I have found that personally, I am enjoying a little bit more of a tall seat height. I like being up higher. I like kind of seeing what's going on around me. And yeah, so that's just the first thing that I would like to change. I think that I would be a little bit more comfortable if I was up higher. That would give me a little bit more leg room as well. I got kind of long legs, and hopefully that would give me a little bit more reach in the bars as well. The second thing that I would like to change about this motorcycle is actually the engine. I know I mentioned that that was one of my favorite things, and it still is, but I think I'm ready to just move on to something that might be a little bit more sporty. I love the feeling of when you twist the throttle and it kind of jerks you. It's a little bit scary, gives you a jump in your heart. I would love more of that like fast is a feeling approach. The Bonneville is really linear, and the thing that makes it so smooth is also the thing that makes it not very sporty. So I'd love to just have a little bit more of that response. The third thing that I would like to change about this motorcycle is actually the off-road capabilities. I would love to be able to take this on some trails off-road, which I accidentally did and it went okay. I would love to have something that's built a little bit more dual sport oriented, something that I could feel confident on the road and mostly confident off the road. I think that does encompass kind of that higher seat height like I was talking about earlier, a more purpose-built machine. This bike has been the perfect motorcycle for me. This was my second bike. I would not change this decision. I would buy this bike all over again if I had the opportunity to today. It really allowed me to just dive into the sport of motorcycling. It gave me confidence when I was taking it around the city and going states away. This bike has been here for me through thick and thin, and I think we really do have a great love story. And now for the big news. After 15,000 miles, I have decided to part with old Bon. She's going to a friend, and I am really, really excited to show you what will be replacing this bike. I'm super stoked about it, and I think you guys will be too. Thank you so much for showing me such incredible support while I've had my journey with this motorcycle. It's meant the world to me that you guys have been here consistently, giving me such encouragement and just been rooting for me along the way. I love when I get to see you all at bike nights. It means the world to me. If you enjoy content like this, please like this video. Comment down below, what do you think I got to replace the Bonneville? Think about everything that I said that I liked and that I wanted to change. I bet someone can figure it out. Well, thanks guys. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you like content like this, and I will see you soon on a new motorcycle.